But yeah, Facebook is just nuts. They'll they can just shadow ban you or like mess with your stuff anytime
Yeah.
they want.
Yeah.
Like they're always listening, Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
No,
You gotta
everybody's
be careful.
listening. Your phone
Yeah.
is listening.
Yeah.
My phone's always listening.
I wonder what it's gonna pick up after this episode.
We'll see.
I
What
don't
kind of
know.
contextual commercial are you gonna get after this?
Oh my god.
Great commercial.
So if there's any certain groups you want this shared in on Facebook,
Share it.
just go ahead, hit the share link, and we'll get it out to the people. We'll we'll be unified on this. We'll get it done.
Hmm.
All right.
Reveal, Tim.
Let's
Reveal.
see.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 10 of Through the Haze Podcast. And tonight we are joined by the gentleman that back just after our pandemic put together this airsoft event, the pandemic, and this is 2026. So we are 6 years in with this event going on, and now they've expanded. They started off with, we were talking backstage earlier, with 20 players at their first event. Now they're up to 100 players. They've expanded from their home field. Now they're playing at the compound for a new game. So while Pat's sharing this, ladies and gentlemen, these are the gentlemen we have tonight from the pandemic. If you guys want to go around, introduce yourselves, let us know who's who, what you guys do for the event, what it is, what your role is, and who are we missing tonight?
Okay, I'll start with myself. My name is Alexei. I'm also Kuznets, and I'm hosting Pandemic 2026. I do all the backend, so basically registration, the greeting, some of the devices stuff, preparing stuff. So yeah, that's basically me. If you have any questions about the registration, events at KGB Network is also me. So yeah, I'm I'm, uh, I'm looking forward to hear from you.
Cool.
Okay, I'll go next. My name is Dennis, call sign Kuhar. I'll be the cook or bartender at the event. I help with devices and you know uh, some quests and whatever you needed basically. Um, so yeah, you'll see me a lot on the field for sure if you come to the event.
Okay.
Yeah, and my name is Nick. I am a lore keep and a quest writer, one of the team of lore keeps and quest writers for the event. So I'm the guy, one of the guys who creates the world behind the pandemic, behind just shooting BBs, and we try to keep it interesting for everybody. So yeah, come on up.
All right. All right. Pat, how you doing, buddy?
Not bad. I'm Pat McGoey. I'm one of your hosts of the show. These shirts were not planned or somewhat
No.
planned. These organically
Yeah.
happened. Uh, we're a little later tonight just to accommodate our guests here. So just an hour later than our usual time. But that's not unknown to us because we've had guests from all over the world. So we've done all sorts of crazy times. But yeah, man, just enjoying my weekend and a lovely Sunday night. And hoping it doesn't rain too much tomorrow for work.
Mhm.
All right. Okay,
Hope
gentlemen.
so.
So I guess we'll start off with, the basic kind of question, like where did this all start from, and I want you to sell me on pandemic. I know there's going to be a few topics maybe that you haven't touched on previous podcasts, but let us know tonight what it is that, and let's touch on some of those, and then we'll definitely go into detail. And I want you guys to have me thinking this is a 4.5 monster can kind of episode. Now you're probably wondering, what do you mean by a 4.5 monster can event? Like, what are you talking about? So we rate a lot of things here, and we have our monster cans, and we let people know what we're thinking. So I want you guys to sell us on this event. This is something new for me. I'm used to getting into the action and getting right to it. So role playing and checking something like this out is totally new, and I want to hear so much about it. So who would like to start?
I will start with, I guess, the backstory. So, as you know, Pandemic was created in the pandemic. That's where the name came from. And actually, we at the beginning we were looking at to make something closer to the Milsim West that's in the States. But then over time, it's like the game itself just evolved into a role play more than a milsim. and that's how we're basically here today. We're trying to create, I guess, the next Stalker in Canada.
Hmm. So this Stalker game exists somewhere else, or the
Yeah.
idea
Yeah, it
didn't
does. It
get
does
Yes,
in Europe, in Russia, in Ukraine,
and in the States as
Belarus.
well.
And in the States, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I'm not too sure how serious they are.
So for the people who
So I
don't
don't know.
know, what is Stalker? Like, what is that? Where's that idea come from? It's not like some guy who's just
Uh,
stalking you through the parking lot. It's like
no,
you're
no.
I
Stalker
have no
actually.
idea.
Stalker
yeah.
actually. The word stalker and where it comes from. It's a short story by a science fiction writers, the brothers, back from '80s. It's called "Picnic on the Roadside," and in there is the concept. They created the concept of a zone and all the weird stuff that's happening there. And stalkers are the people who um, willingly, like smugglers who would go into the zone and bring back anything they can find. That's where it all begins in the concept as a large. It was written back in '80s. It's a short story. It's awesome. I'm pretty sure there's translations of it, so you can hit it up. But the way it all kind of solidified is early 2000s with the first game came out. Stalker, the Shadow of no, not Shadow of Prefect.
Chernobyl.
Oh, that's something. Yeah, something
Mm,
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember.
yep.
Yeah. So that's where like people kind of know the name from. Like it's not abbreviation. It just Stalker was just Stalker. But then I guess the game gave it abbreviation, so everyone's doing abbreviation these days. So and then I would want to say like mid 2010s back in Europe and ever people started running what's called known as a stalker strike, where it's like a 72-hour game. People load in. It's like a role play mill, not even milsim. It's just a
It's
complete
a role
role
play.
play.
Yeah.
It's a role
Yeah.
play. People load
Yeah.
in for 72 hours. There's factions, just like in a game, and that game never stops. When the season is on, people do like 5, 6 events during the summer for these, and then off the event, the factions stay together. They have their own chats, discords. They thinking of what the next year is going to be like, who they're going to be friends with, who they're not going to be friends with, like what kind of like a motto they're going in for the next season. It's like vast and expansive.
Very
That's
in
what.
depth by the sounds of it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's yeah, very in depth. So that's what we took as a baseline to kind of like model pandemic after. Mind you, I would say we're like 10% into what those guys are doing.
Yep.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah, mainly because in I guess an airsoft scene in Ontario and Canada, people just go for milsim. They just go guns blazing. They don't
Mhm.
care. Hey, mission, go to like quadrant B4, shoot whatever you see there, bring back XYZ. That's it. And then you come back, you complete mission, not complete mission. Nobody gives a. All you want to do is like, oh, I need my 15-minute break before I load up and go out there again.
Yeah.
What we thought is okay, let's put a spin on that because that follows a structure where someone is giving you a command. Uh, Whoever it is, Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
Ryan Russell.
Uh,
Yep.
so yeah, the people giving you a full command to go do something where what we thought of will give you the freedom of action. We'll give you an objective. How you do it, go for it.
That's on you.
Like that's on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But always kind of like I think what we've over the years also developed is we're telling people come back to us even if you fail.
Can that get a bit extreme having that rule? It's on you. Can guys
Yes.
kind of just, like what
Yeah,
the
no,
fuck
yeah.
are you? Like, what
I
are you
would say
thinking?
I would say no because we got some pretty creative people, but they also understand they're in their self game. Like that thing still stays
That's
behind
cool.
your map. So they act within the game how like to keep everyone safe. No one's doing like crazy stuff like jumping off trees or something to surprise somebody. That never happened.
Anymore.
Anymore.
See, I was just gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen something like that happen because I've seen guys climb over structures like
Yeah.
15, 20 feet just to get to the other side and jump over it, you know what I mean? And like it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like I signed away. It's like, dude, I don't care what she's like, you're just being an idiot right now, right?
But yeah, first and foremost, we do briefs like everyone else. We do say stay safe. Like whenever crazy, chaotic idea you may have, just first of all, just stay safe.
Is it
Um, it
Yeah.
it is safe. It is safe. So yeah, so that was our idea overall. Is like we'll give you a freedom of choice, and also I think in backstage when we were talking, you guys were bringing up Gunrunner. We love Gunrunner. We go to it every year. But there, like you said yourself, you have no idea why you're doing things you're doing, unless you're very close to the command and you overhear the conversation that's going on. We do things a bit differently. We tell you why are you doing things you're doing. The NPC will give you sort of like World of Warcraft style quest with a dialogue, with a nod, like, do you understand me? Like, please let, do you understand me? And
Yes.
then what happens is, without them knowing, we kind of run the system of chained missions where one spawns the other, spawns the other, spawns another. So there is a certain like a chain that you're working through. You may break
Yeah.
that chain if you like not come up with a mission as a success. You'll fail one. Sure, that's just part of life. Like what we're also going with pandemic is we're going as life intended. You may win some, you will lose some, and I think the guys can correct me in that. I don't think we've had an event where one team would just complete all the missions and get all the chains completed. They will fumble
No.
and stop. Yeah, they'll fumble and stop somewhere. What we always ask is just don't quit. Don't think, oh my
Yeah.
god, I lost this mission now. My game is
I
all
gotta
ruined.
keep pushing
No,
forward,
keep
right?
pushing forward because there will be
So
opportunity somewhere else.
let me give my 2 words here. So for newer players, like if you are struggling, just keep in mind that we will be aware. Like we aren't here to punish you. We will help you in a way, like in terms of you could probably give you a special task to do. I
How
can't
do you
go
know
into
if they're
details.
struggling? Like just
Because
by how many missions they've completed, like single
something like
handedly or
that.
something like that.
Also we keep track of time. How okay, see, okay, I'll do an example. Like good teams, like like tight group, squad that's been playing together for years. They'll sign up to the game. You give them the mission, they're back in half an hour. Like,
Okay.
and that's
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, okay. And there's also squads that basically might be just a run tag of people who just signed up solo, and we had to group them together because we don't
Yeah.
do solo players.
Right.
Airsoft Ontario, we can't. And they'll be gone for like 2 hours, to the point that
Gotcha.
we'll be calling the refs, be like, guys, can you go look? Like we know what mission they had, we know where they should be going. Can you go to that quadrant of the map and just check that they're maybe struggling or something? And then we find out they're at the parking lot because they got so discouraged by not finding something they should have found, they quit and went to parking lot. And that's why Alexis said is just don't give up. Just come back to say,
Yeah.
"So, let's
Hmm.
sorry, Mister whoever it is,
Yeah,
like
trouble.
barman, bartender, I failed. I'm sorry," and be like, you know what, you failed. Sure, let's do something else with you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
because
Yep.
like
And sorry, and in another word, like if people think that like they don't have anything, they have like low on ammo, low on anything, or don't have any money for food or stuff like that, just come and look, talk to NPCs. They will. Yeah, like it depends how you talk to them as well. If you're gonna be nice to them or try to bargain with them, they might go for it. If you're gonna be, a little dickhead, they might not like you.
So it's
Just
always like
yeah,
running into a DM in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
basically,
It's how you want to play
basically.
it. Like, listen, how's this? Like, I need some ammo. I need what's like. I need to get through
Yes.
this.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So
yeah.
really
Exactly.
pick your battles too.
Exactly.
So now, is it kind of like the same as D&D, where like if you are like pushing a little quick, DM will kind of like slow you down. Like,
Yes.
will you give them something harder to do? Like,
Yes.
like, can you walk me
There
through
will
that a
be,
little bit?
without going into details, there will be resistance. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me an example from the past
Yeah.
on something
Sure.
like how something like that happened?
2 years past, we had a really good team. Like I think that's I think 2024 pandemic. Yeah, we had like a really good team. The guys were go getters. By hour three, I think they've done like 5 missions already. So what started doing them? We started doing like assassination quests on them, like pay other people to go find them and quote unquote ruin their day. Make it at every mission they go to is it's contested, and sometimes even if they overcome that, heavily contested, where they're like outnumbered 2 to 1. Like
The reason being is because, again, like I said, pandemic is not here to punish you. We want everybody to have fun. and not just a certain group that's basically top notch.
Yeah.
At the same time, like everybody's a winner. Like we are trying to make that everybody has fun and they have fun and they have their own kind of reward at the end.
Yeah, because we talk behind the scenes, like this isn't like a force on force game. This is like an
No.
experience. Like you're
No.
paying your entry fee, which is
$100.
$100
$100
bucks. Yeah.
for a full day of entertainment. Full day, 18 hours, 24 hours, 8.
No, this one is a approximately 10 to maximum 12.
So 12 hours.
Yeah, it depends how the game
It
goes.
really
but
depends
Yeah.
because
Okay.
again, it's lore driven, right? And if everybody does fantastic, like and they could end early, or if they all of a sudden at the last the last I guess mission or whatnot, they struggle or they get into a like a fight between each other and they just play like 3-4 hours doing exactly that. Obviously, it's going to take longer.
So you're paying your money to be entertained for the day.
Correct.
That's the goal of this game, is to get your money's worth. It's like if you go pay to go see the Odyssey, which would be like $20 for 3 hours of entertainment. This is
Yeah.
clearly a better deal because you're getting up to 12 hours of entertainment at a new field, which is big. So you'll be wandering around, doing your missions, dealing with these NPCs and stuff like that. So it's a good bargain.
I have
Plus, you don't
another
have to
thing to
buy
say.
ammo or nothing. You just show up.
I had a background of playing some role-playing games with like elves and gnomes and everything, right? So sometimes when you get the mission, like the actual mission might not even be the fun part. The fun part might be, the side quests or like entertaining with other people or NPCs or something like that. And that's something that can make your day. And like the whole experience might be just completely different from everybody else, and you're gonna enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so walk me through how do we start the game here? Like, because I have a couple things we'll go through real quick.
Awesome.
You know, so walk me through these 3 posters that we see on here, guys.
Well, the
So-
first one was very self-explanatory.
Yeah, I'll be.
fair.
I'll be taking you all in, and I'll be giving you all numbers. No, I'm joking.
Almost true story.
Yeah. So basically, to start, at the safe zone, which is the parking lot, we'll have the safety brief, and we'll have a little bit of the rule explanation, and then you are free, basically getting to go on the field at whatever time you like. Like you can go right away, or you can wait half an hour and go. But the NPCs will be waiting for you at their location. Now, this right here, this is from last year. This is a team booklet. So every team that we compile will have one of these, and they will also have their kind of like envelope with their role.
Do not lose it. Do not lose it.
That's a big thing.
So
We don't have spares. Don't lose
yes,
it.
Nope.
so Pandemic is a team-based game. We unfortunately don't have solos. I wish we could. Even though the devices that we are preparing for this year will be given basically to everybody, which is a big thing. So these are the devices from last year, and we are currently working on the next devices. This is just a placeholder.
What are these devices?
So this right here is basically a radiation device. When you get close to a radiation beacon, we'll have them all over the field. You'll get radiated, and if you
So
get
what-
to 100, yeah, go
Sorry,
ahead.
do I get shocked or something when I get radiated?
No,
How do I
no, not
know
at
I'm
all.
being
It's just
radiated?
this thing just beeps and it'll tell you on the screen that you are basically at this much percentage radiation. When you get to 100%, this thing will tell you that you are dead, and the only way you can revive is by a beacon. But the beacon will only give you 10% back, so you'll be at 90%, and then you'll have to drop it down in whichever way. So go to an NPC.
That's
This
a
is the
role
first
playing
step.
power.
So
Yes.
now with
Yeah.
that radiation, say I go somewhere and I get hit and it says I have 10% radiation. If I get out of that zone and get away, like does it die back down and I'm back down
No.
to 0, or does it
Not
stay
at all.
like that until it gets to 100
And-
throughout the day?
Yep.
No. So
Ooh.
basically, here's how it works. You get radiated.
Yep.
Let's say you got into the zone.
3.5 Röntgen.
Yeah.
It starts beeping. You're at like 20%. You get out of the zone, you're good. It's not gonna go up. But if you
Okay.
get into the zone again, and all of a sudden you get into a firefight and you're stuck, and if you are getting to 100%, then you have to go back to the beacon. Well, you die when it tells you it's 100%. You go to the
Right.
beacon. It revives you, but it will only give you 10% back, so you'll be at 90%. And it is your job to find.
Oh.
It's your job to find an NPC and the way to drop it down. This is the lower part of it.
That's pretty
interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
Not only,
Also,
yeah.
also these things, some of them will give you basically if you need to find, like if there's a task to find something, it works like a proxy device, so it will tell you where it is.
So is that like a LoRa device, or it's running off Meshtastic or something like that?
It's a basic radio device.
Okay.
I mean, a little bit complicated, but
Yeah,
Okay.
but it
So-
works kind of like all
It
that
works.
principle. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
interesting. That's cool. That's nice to see that, like, the money you pay for the entry, like, there's some serious
Yeah.
technology being put into it.
Yes, most of
I-
our money actually went into those devices. I mean, on top of that, we also buy the BBs and we supply them at the field.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
something that should be said. Is like, you come to this event, do not bring ammo. There you go.
No.
Yes.
Number 2.
No, number 2, yeah,
So-
don't bring ammo. I think I'll expand on that. Is we found that over the years that when people are bringing their own ammo, our event just becomes flavor Milsim, when people just, I don't give a crap what I'm doing, I'll just go shoot people. Last year we tried to limit, and we still gave too much.
Pat.
Yeah, I'm 100% guilty of this. I'm not gonna
Listen, that's
exclude
okay.
myself. I'm terrible.
Pat will
So,
go
yeah,
commit
that is
war
why-
crimes if he starts
No,
getting
hold on,
bored,
but-
right? Like, you gotta
Yeah.
keep Pat right in the game because he'll
Yeah.
squirrel right out and go do
I'm
something.
This
super
is-
terrible. I'm gonna acknowledge it. I'm not gonna like deny that I'm like the worst person for this.
So
I don't blame
this
you. I
year-
mean, I
Yeah,
run
so-
the PKP as my main gun, so I don't
Yeah.
blame you.
So yeah, this year we kind of decided, and actually that was like feedback from one of the teams, actually a lot of teams, that we still gave too much when we tried to limit. So this year we're going, like, we're giving you
Yeah.
50 BBs per player. You bring your,
That's what you
M-
start
M-
with.
that's what you start with per player.
Okay.
You have 50. So if you like playing with M249, good luck. You have 50 shots. If your whole team wants to dump all of, like, but that's the thing, you're a team. If whole entire team wants to dump all of their ammo into your M249, fantastic. Now your team is without an ammo. Like,
Don't
So
play
now
with my
how-
PP19.
Let me
So-
add to it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So last year we had a team that was doing so good. They walked out with an ammo case. You know those green ammo cases?
Yeah.
A full ammo case of BBs that's stockpiled for next upcoming events.
Yeah, they used it for like I think up until the end of the season.
Yeah.
So they
Because-
weren't fighting much or nothing. They were just stockpiling ammo.
no,
Basically,
that's-
all the ammo you get, you can keep after the game.
But
Yeah.
this is kind of falls into the next point, is that we have an economy system where everything within game, as soon as you cross the boundary of the game,
Yeah.
everything, and I mean everything, ammo, healing, even food. Like, we have a bartender. He's not just called bartender for no reason. He cooks. We
Yeah.
have, like, actual
Yep.
food that
Real
we cook
food.
there, real food that we cook there that you can buy for
Yep.
in-game currency.
What are we getting? What are we getting? What's it
Ask
cost?
him. Ask him.
What are we getting?
You're gonna get the red stew, the special recipe.
So like, no, come on, you gotta tell us. Like, what do we get? What can we order?
Soil and green.
Well, the dish is gonna be like one big dish that's gonna cook in like a huge cast iron. It's probably I'll at the time when it's gonna be ready, so people can kind of plan when to show up. You know.
Yeah.
But still, during the day, I will have some refreshments, some mocktails, maybe with some non-alcoholic beer,
No
some
alcohol, yeah. Just
non-alcohol, yeah, like some plain mocktails, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any water as well, we will have some water supply. So if you're, like dying of thirst, you can come and just have it.
Not planned, Andrew. Not planned.
Andrew Mitchell.
Yeah, it wasn't planned. Pat comes on, and next thing I know, it was just, it was all, So, all right.
But obviously, like, if you
How
have,
now,
like,
when I'm booting around the field, so we all start off, we get our 50 BBs each.
mhm.
Are we starting on two different sides of
One
the
of these.
field? How
You
oh,
got- you
and your
gotta- yeah.
passport, yeah. So are we starting on separate ends of the field? Where are we going right off the bat? Are we just looking for NPCs, trying to get something going here and get on to our next mission? And yeah, let's go into that.
Do you guys want to tell about the envelopes?
Ooh,
Yeah,
I want to
sure.
hear about envelopes.
Yeah, go for it.
Whoa.
So basically, the envelope you get, it gives you a piece of lore that tells you, okay, you're this kind of team. You have been traveling from
Ah.
this place to that place, and your objective is to find that guy, and that guy will be your NPC.
At least a starting NPC.
Yes.
We're not hard matching you to somebody, and you staying with them. You may go to other NPCs and work for him. That NPC, your original one, may like it, may not like it.
Ooh, relationships here.
Oh, now you're
Yep.
getting there. There are more layers upon layers.
So I'm gonna maybe want to have maybe my introduce me to another one. Be like, listen, if you can't, kind of work with them a little bit, so they request or like kind of give you an idea to go this way, right?
Yeah.
So basically, at any point of the game, if able, or if we can, we will let you change NPC.
But also, we got like NPCs. That's not even scripted. We have a guy. I think he's on all the posters. The guy with like the red star
Yeah.
on his he likes it. Like, it's for years. We're trying to. Yes, him. We also like to tell him, like, listen, let people work with whoever they want to work because it's their choice. He's like, no, they're mine. They work for me. They're mine. My teams. We're like, they're not your teams. They just work for you. He's like, no, they're mine.
Oh, so yeah, for all of viewers, that Kraken bottle is not. It's not Kraken. It's just
chai
Coke
in there.
or tea or something.
It's
yeah,
tea,
not.
yes. Yes.
Yeah,
It
we had
was-
this discussion backstage. We're like, oh, we can't put this picture on. It's promoting alcohol. And then we find the full story. Oh, there's no actual alcohol in it.
Yeah, no, it's not
No.
alcohol.
I don't even
just
think
for
that
the
scar's real.
yeah, just for the role play.
No, that's awesome.
So yeah, like what you do next is the envelope tells you idea where do you start.
Okay. Yes.
If you dig down, like we're not telling you to rush, like sprint there. Oh my god, I need a mission. No, we need you to role play. Treat it as it's someone you see for the first time in your life. They see you for the first time in their life. So I think we've been saying D&D a lot. This is where your charisma check comes in. Quote unquote.
Okay. Yeah.
You need to be likable enough for him to give you work, but also memorable enough that he wants to keep working with you. Yes.
So, if I show up
Mhm.
and I'm just wearing your standard generic army guy, not so
Okay.
cool. But if
Okay.
I show up
Nothing
and
against it.
I'm dressed up and I've got like my gas mask and my full like Gorka suit on and I've got like stuff strapped to me.
Yeah,
like
we
this
have
guy,
that
Yeah.
too. Yeah, like that guy. Yeah.
generic guy, basic,
Uh-huh.
your basic bitch. You gotta like dress up and get into the LARP. Like you want
We
Fallout
We
Style.
encourage it. We highly
Yeah,
encourage it.
Yes.
So
Let me.
would that be a bonus charisma point? Like
Could be,
plus
yes.
one charisma
Yeah.
score?
So
Ah,
for the new players, I
I'm
just
already
want to
breaking the game, boys.
Yeah, no,
That's getting in now.
I don't know. I don't know if we said that before we didn't say it. So for any new players or anybody who wants to try Pandemic again, there are no restrictions. You can bring whatever gear you want. You can dress whichever way you want. But if you dress up in the theme, obviously we'll like it more. And since it's
See?
a role play,
Shirts.
the role play will work, right?
Yeah.
There
I
you
think
go.
we do have some restrictions on like a black camo or what's the implied colors.
Yeah, I think it's black camo.
I think it was black camo and obviously like orange and red.
Yeah, the referee camos and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
But anything
it-
else flies.
It's bringing the game to
Yeah.
life too, though, right?
Yes.
It's playing the role, playing the part, and it's gonna help you get into it more because you're seeing how creative the guy is or the lady is next to you. You're like, damn, next year I'm gonna dress up like this. I'm gonna go maybe a bit more apocalyptic kind of looking after something the pandemic. But what is the main theme? We have an idea of kind of what the main theme and everything is, but could you break down to us what the main theme is, and if somebody was to come out that's new or somebody that's maybe trying to switch up their outfit, like how would you inspire them to put something together?
I would say hit your local what do you call it? Thrift store, and just
Or
go like cheap. I think the
Or
picture
response.
for the background we had like before the stream started, I was actually a player during that game. What I did is just that I'm on the right.
Yeah.
All of that cost me like the shirt and like I don't think you can see the trousers, but it cost me like $20 to like dress up like that. Just like some old cargo pants, whatever, just whatever I can find. We like Alexa said, we don't turn away people who want to go up with their full tactical milsim gear, but those guys, like I think over the years we have less and less and less of them.
Yes.
Because they do stick out like a sore thumb when people are trying their best. I think we have pictures of like a guy in World War II German like outfit, and they're like, hell yeah! Like, where did you get that? No idea, but hell yeah.
I even said the same thing as soon as we were scrolling through the pictures. But I was like, "Whoa! Like, okay, like, all right, like,
random? I guess so." Okay.
I think
you will
one
not
of our
be
lore posts on
NPCs.
Ontario Airsoft kind of summarizes like the road folk. That's where we're at. Like, you're mercenaries, people just traveling from settlement to settlement trying to survive. Where did you get your nods? Where'd you get your hollow sight? Where'd you get your thing? Like, come on, man. You'll be probably mugged 3 times when you're trying to cross a road.
I mean, you never know. Maybe you found the stash.
Sure. Would you get batteries for that? But anyways, but
how do you know it works?
We don't turn those people away. Obviously, there's got to be a certain point, like someone may be lucky, but I say over the years, more and more people just choose to get creative with their outfit. Even as far as just like just cargo pants and all that, and like just basic vests, whatever. Because you don't have enough ammo, like a lot of ammo. Bringing like 8 max to hold 50 rounds, sure.
And just because you don't, like you said, we went from you've went from 20 players up to 100 players in the past like 6-7 years. So maybe these players aren't not returning. Maybe they're just returning next year in character. When they're coming in some milsim outfits, you know what I mean? Like maybe not all of them, because that is their character, right? But maybe they're like, you know what? Like I've always wanted to check something out like this. Like let's switch it up. And a couple of guys on the team say, fuck it, we're getting into it. And now they're just following the lore of it and everything else, right? Like I would think so.
There probably are some couple of players like that. Like when we do our Q&A after the event, people do say, oh my God, we've came back like second time, third time, whatever. So we do get familiar faces, but we get more and more people. But for the first timers, I think you can spot them right away because they show up in the full like military tack up and everything. You're like, okay, they knew.
But it's not 100% correct. So with my home field, which is Clarington Woods, one of the agreements was I have to have walk-ons, and it's like people just show up last minute,
and that's fair.
Which was kind of hard on us because we were trying to create the whole structure with like certain amount of teams and quests and how it intertwines, and
so it's kind of hard to do that, I guess, with having walk-ons coming in, right?
On the spot.
Yeah.
Again, we're trying to adjust every year.
I was going to ask you, how do you adjust to that?
Bigger, scale it up.
Scale it up, and again, this year I think we're gonna run the smallest team we ever had before, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. We're not gonna have like huge teams with like 11, 12 people in one squad.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a lot of small ones.
There were a lot of trial and error things over the years.
So your squads are going to be like little fire teams. You're going to be like
between 5 and 7. Like 7 is like the hard stop.
I mean, I don't stop anybody, like a full team of like, I don't know, 10, 12 players from coming to the game. They could just split into 2 fire teams. They can work together. I mean, they can't receive points.
Or we'll ping.
They can fight each other.
Yeah,
exactly.
That might happen.
So you're speaking of firefights. How am I getting into a firefight with somebody if everybody's trying to play? I kind of want to stay on your good side. We can work with each other later. What are we doing to get some gunplay in here? I know
Oh,
you
hold on
don't
a
want to do
second.
a whole lot because, like you said, yeah. Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
sure. No problem. You can go ahead. You can play with the other teams. You can have a big like coalition going.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's only one squad that's gonna get points.
Yeah.
So like,
Hmm.
I mean, do you
So
want
don't fuck around.
Well,
basically?
there like over the years we had like betrayals. We had people working like a team coming
Domino
up to another team was
Alliance.
like, guys, okay, let's all do this, and then we all
Yeah.
go submit it. But we're also when we're giving the quest out, we're giving it to you.
Yeah, correct.
Whoever else like is basically
Ah,
helping
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. That's up
mm,
for them to decide, right?
yeah,
That's
And
who
they don't
yeah,
get
matters.
and
shared
then
points or you don't split points or nothing. Like
no,
you are
no, and then
100%
and
getting
then
this.
and then what happened is the team who got screwed over. They got so butthurt that they came to one of the NPCs is like, I don't care what it takes or how much it costs. I want to know where they are right now. I want to go ruin their day. So they legit paid in-game currency to me. I was playing like an information broker. They
Right.
paid me money. I radioed into our game master. I'm like, yo, do you know where they're going right now? I was like, yeah, quadrant such and such. I'm like, well, you heard it. You better go because they have a head start on you. So there was such enthusiasm just to pay somebody back. They were not getting any points for that. This is just grudge on its finest. They're like, I just like they ruined my day. I want to ruin theirs.
I
They
like the
just
cut of their
stormed out.
jib.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. But now
and that's
they could have worked out with each other and been like, listen, man, like you guys kind of got the points on that one. Like you need to work with this on this one. That's like
Nah.
building that
no,
relationship, right?
Let's
no.
get
No,
them.
wasn't
That's why.
happening. Fuck it, it's done.
Yeah,
Done.
that's why you have a passport. And the way that you get your mission completed is that NPC who gave it to you, they put a little like stamp or a signature. You get it. The other guy comes to me like, hey, listen, I did it with him. I don't know you. Who are you? Like, I gave a mission to them. Go deal with them because they already got paid.
Speaking of the passwords, I would so for these things, I would suggest that one person comes to an NPC and
Yeah.
not the whole team.
Why?
So
Because
basically,
it's
like
also
designate
that
one
compound.
person.
Like
Yeah,
your
it's also a
squad captain.
compound that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we will be using some of the town, and you know those buildings in town, like supporting like 7 people, a couple of teams together. It's not a lineup at your local walk-in clinic, honestly. Just like
Yeah.
just send your squad lead, nominate a squad lead, send him in, treat it as a CRPG, like your face of your team is talking to an NPC to get a quest. So choose wisely. We would like if someone can't or it's a first time when they need to role play. A lot of us are very experienced role players. We see it, so we'll give you like we'll nudge you in the right direction because I
Okay.
know not everybody's a theater man or like can LARP, but we'll work with that. That's we've been doing it like for several years. We know how to get you going, and honestly, last couple of years, people who came in didn't know what to do. By the end of the event, they're LARPing, man. They're
It
like
would be
coming up
hard to
with
They,
the
come
they
out of
figure
that
it
creative
out.
shell,
ideas.
right? Like if you've never done it before, it's hard to like come out of that shell, out of your comfort zone of always being like this operator guy or not interacting with players like this. It's almost like theater arts at school, but you're on a field trip today and you're out in the woods and you're putting something together,
But
right?
yeah,
I'm not
role
trying to
playing.
like.
Yeah, I
Pardon?
know.
Like, whose line is it, anyways?
But also, like, if you want to play a hardened mercenary, like ex-military, whatever, go with it. If you can do it well, if I can bounce off as an NPC or Dennis or Alexei can bounce off of that, you're doing something right. And then next year, you might try something else. This is like with us. That's what, and I want to say it. Everyone started in that because they're coming from Milsim Airsoft into LARPing Airsoft. They
Mm-hmm.
all started, okay, I'm a military or ex special
Yeah.
forces or something. Everyone
Yep.
starts there. And
You're
then
right.
we have people who come next year after that. They're doing completely separate thing. They've tried that. They know it works. They just try something else completely.
Yeah.
So a couple
Oh,
notes on that. So first of all, it was a when we talked about players
Yep.
and NPCs. So basically, there will be. Sorry. Let me backtrack. So you asked us if everybody's going to get together. That's what Legion is for. So Legion is going to be a separate group, militarized group
Mr.
that
Mitchell.
Mr.
Correct.
Mitchell,
leading the
he's in
Legion.
chat.
Mr.
I know he's in
Mitchell.
chat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
so
in the chat.
their structure is going to be a Milsim-like structure, and
Cheers.
their
Have a
job
drink.
will be to interfere with or to take over or basically eliminate that task. They're the opposition. Let me put it that way to the
Okay.
lone stalkers.
Yeah, so there we are doing steady like little drip of like lore on Ontario Airsoft. So what Legion is for this year, and we kind of like this is a softer point in for milsimmers who just don't want to even try LARP, they just want to attend it and see what happens. Is that yeah, we have a Legion who are like yes, ex-military, they're structured, there's a commander, their missions are more streamlined, but their group is like very outnumbered. So it's a lot of ragtags versus a structured, structured outnumbered.
Survivors versus an army.
Yeah, survivors versus an army. Where army is structured, but there's very little of them, and survivors just outnumber them. But for them to know that and need to come together,
But I'm not going to be limiting anybody from, trying to LARP. This is why we brought the small group of Milsim, right? So that if some of you who are hardcore, and you only like Milsim, you can try role playing. You don't have to role play. You can just run the Milsim group, but you can try.
but there's
Also-
still going to be role play aspects even within the group.
Yes.
There's reasons for what they do, why they do it. We trust Mr. Mitchell to do a great job leading them.
Yeah,
do
we
just
do,
fine.
don't we?
We do. No,
We're
actually, do.
trusting them to
No,
make
we
some
actually do. We
damn
actually
good
do.
glizzies next weekend too. So
Now,
no, anyways.
it is very, very limited, and there may or may not be an option, but some players who are the survivors or stalkers or whatever you want to call them, they will have an option to change or go to Legion or vice versa.
Just please, whoever people listening, just don't all rush to the Legion, guys. I want to sign up. Please give it a shot at actually LARPing.
I don't know. I've been sitting here we've been live for 40 minutes, and I've already got like multiple ideas of things you could do in this game to have a good time. I'm like, if those Legion guys mess with me and I'm ahead in like cash and I'm flush, I'm hiring other squads to come help me mess them up. Like,
You can
There you go.
I'm be like, yo, bros, I got cash for days. Like, I'm gonna hire you guys. Let's go. I got
Yeah,
ammo
but you
and
gotta
cash.
watch how you hire them because they only have X amount of ammo.
I got
They're
ammo
not
and cash. I'm
Legion.
flush.
spending and
Let's
buying,
go.
right?
Let's go.
the Legion
smash
has
That's
it.
the
like roll
ability-
with me if you want to get broke, but you're gonna have fun going
Yeah,
broke.
we're gonna
right?
have fun. Let's go, guys.
Also, I think we need to touch base on like how we run the quests we're running and missions. We
Yes,
do have.
absolutely.
I think we're talking backstage about this, but we do have a game master just like in D&D. We have a guy who
Okay.
is other hobby. He is a dungeon master for D&D. All he does, he has a laptop, a radio, and the entire variety of quests. And basically, what we do, we feed him the information who's doing what. And he knows if you're doing well, he acts like a director. He's the guy who chooses or may not choose to make your life even more difficult or make it easier. It's basically whichever he's in, whatever his mood is at the moment. Or if you're struggling, well, he'll definitely tell us that we need to ease up. We need to provide you with some basically a
Side quest or
reinforcement,
something.
a side quest, something for you to
Mhm.
gain up enough confidence in yourself, ammo, healing items, whatever, to attempt harder missions.
Again, to
Right.
encourage the newer players.
The
if
newer
they're
players
struggling.
not to give up because
Correct.
it's not. I would say about pandemic, it's not a sprint to the marathon. Like, don't get one
It
to
is a
mission
marathon.
discourage you. They're kind of intended that you can complete them all. There will be things interacting with you, other players, Legion. There's a position. There's radiation. There's a million things that'll interact you, dude. There's like at least 5 things I can think of right now for you not to complete your mission. We want you to not complete sometimes and come back to the NPC you started with and be like, I'm so sorry I failed. We like that better than just people just getting discouraged and leaving to a
Yeah,
parking
for
lot.
sure.
Because
Yeah.
there, I failed gives us more role play opportunities to do with you. because we have other NPCs. We have things we can give you. Hell, we have this thing that we've been doing for the last 2 years is that we do random interactions. Like we'll spark off an idea, something will hit our head and be like, sure, let's go. Like NPC thinking, oh, I feel like for a walk. Do you guys feel like coming with me? But we're low on ammo. Here's ammo.
Like, I've played these games for a long time. Like, not
Yeah.
airsoft, but like outside of airsoft, like role playing games and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And I know for a fact, if you have a good gym, there's lots of stuff you can do. By the sounds of it, this guy's sitting there with an infinite amount of resources to like give you missions to keep you going.
He's God.
Yeah, in all intents and purposes,
Yeah.
he's going to keep you. You guys want to keep people moving and doing stuff too,
Yeah.
because you've got 10 hours. It's 10 hours. It's not
Yeah.
an 18-hour game. So don't sit in the parking lot. Like, if you're down and out, find more stuff to do. Talk to more people. Make more little wheeling and deal alliances. You're going to get more out of this game by being involved in the game than you would if you just like walk around the woods and just go bird watching.
And the reason why we have the bar, why we stock it with food, with drinks, with like last year was watermelons too, is because
Free.
free. Well, you need to earn a but
Watermelon was free.
okay, the watermelon was free, but it's to give you a chance. Okay, I'm hungry. I want to go, but stay, go to the bar, eat, and do things there because there were like things happening that we didn't even predict. There was like almost a Russian roulette contest that people were betting on. Like, yeah, there were people like really bet on like our friend team TRO. They got a guy who got his call sign Gambler because he literally gambled all his team's savings in terms of bottle caps away, and he was taking loans to go like gamble some more. Yeah,
Yeah.
that happened.
Can I add something else?
Yeah,
Last year, there was a team. Basically, they were really hungry and really behind. They did not have any money. I ended up basically telling them to go and collect little toy mouses for the cats that we like throw all over the place,
Yes,
like all over the field. So when you pick it up and you walk with it, it makes noise. So and those guys were like crouching with it in bushes and trying to bring it to me and everything. So it was kind of nice. So this year is gonna happen again as well. If you don't have any money, like come to the bar, talk to me. We'll do something.
There's always
Yeah.
a way to make money.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
just
all the
if there's a
lost
will, yeah.
for all the new Lost players, just go hit the bar and see what you can do.
Yeah,
Yep.
So that's the hub.
basically.
That's
Basically,
Now, if again, if you really want to quit and you have one of these and you have a device, just bring it to one of your teammates. The device itself, bring it to any of the NPCs or the referees, and yeah,
We don't want you to quit though. Like, if you need a break, just take a break. Like, think of creative way. If you're down on money or ammo, think of creative way to do it. We'll go with you on that. Like, hence, like I said, there was like underground gambling for Russian roulette. People making bets on like their I guess their surplus of money or whatever, or even their
Right.
like in the case of that guy, all the money he had. They just did it. I'm hearing the radio. I'm like, no, I want to go watch this.
Yeah,
I
like
think
this
there's
guy's
videos.
this guy's had too much to drink, man. Like too much Kraken. Well,
Yeah.
fake Kraken.
Yeah.
Too much
And
sugar,
then-
man.
And that's just one example of like random chaotic things happening, but it gives us so much things to do. And when people becoming a part of that event that just happened around them, it wasn't scripted. It's almost felt like because when it's scripted, the lines feel forced, whatever. When it just happens and you're just in the
Right.
middle of it, not necessarily participating, but just seeing it, it opens people up to LARP. Like I've seen it personally. It opens people up. A personal story 2 years ago, I had I sent to a team on a mission, and I went with them as an escort. Like they had to escort me somewhere, and I had to do something. And then another team shows up with exactly the same mission, but it's only one item that both teams can get. So I had it on the spot. I just told them, okay, anyone got like the real steel knives? They can only just for like training purposes. They're like, yeah, we got one. I'm like, okay, knife fight for it. So two teams, instead of shooting at each other, they formed a circle, and there was like a little melee knife fighting tournament to the best of three. While that's happening, a third team arrives and started shooting people. So the two teams who are watching the knife fight grouped up without even talking to each other, and they were like keeping the third team off while these two guys were like sorting it out who gets the quest mission. And that all happened on the fly. Like it was not scripted
That's
whatsoever.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so there's like we do this. We obviously can't tell you others because but we'll be doing these things this year as well. There will be random things that are not scripted that just like it's on the whim, and that's what it's first of all things to do for us because we have a lot of things. Obviously, like it's scripted. There's a story. There's a final event that's gonna happen that basically heavily dependent on how well people do with their quests, how well Legion is doing their things, and in the final several hours of the game, it's basically everyone is participating. So everyone is needed on both sides. So that being said, we need everybody and like the randomness of things, that's what creates memories. A thing Dennis can attach to that. Like for us, like people who learned before, it's not so much as what you do as scripted as this little thing.
Yeah.
It's the experience. You may lose, you may win, whatever. But being a part of something that you don't see every day, I think that's what brings people back to us. Is that they're expecting like, okay, there will be some weird ass things happening, and I want to be a part of it.
Yeah, because what's going on over here and the decisions that you're making is totally nothing to do with what's going on over here, and here, right? Like, and it's all intertwined with each other, and it's gonna go one way or another. You're either gonna come out on top, like, so how would you come out on top? Like one as a squad, because you can't go single, right?
I think we come up with the thing where you survive the event. Your characters survived. There's per se no winners or losers. There's a final event, and everyone's participating. Yes, if you're a stickler to that, you need to be I'm a winner. Yes, we have the little passports that kind of like attest to how many missions you've done and how much money or BBs you have by the end of it, or what's your reputation stand in with the town or Legion or whoever it is. If you want to be that, if you take enjoyment in that, sure, there's that metric. But to us, it's for people to go through with it and beat it in the end.
Yeah. That's how you win, right? Because everyone's game's different.
Yes.
Correct.
You're not playing for the same missions from this commander or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So it's always changing. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Like you guys have me almost sold. Like
okay, what else? What else? What else we need to tell you?
So basically,
no, like I like how you just can go there and beat yourself. Sorry, go ahead. I just like how you can go there and beat yourself, right?
Yeah.
For the winning point, now everybody's going to be a winner. Like I said, you're getting points. You are getting rewarded for those points, right? So since we have the Legion and the regular group, their reward's going to be different. It's basically two different games played on the same field.
But which does intertwine with each other.
Yeah, the story intertwines. They have their agenda. Their agenda ties in with. Yeah,
we're also not limiting no one in how they interact with each other. You want to try and make friends with Legion? I think Alexa mentioned that. You may go attempt that. They'll shoot you, but if you're so adamant on making friends with them, go for it. You know, like it takes dedication with that. Sure, go for it.
You never know. They might send a spy to recruit somebody.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
That might happen. But also, like, you want to be.
That's cool.
You want to be that team who makes everyone else's life difficult by, like, almost tripping the other teams on completing their missions. That's also viable. Where it creates more avenues to role play for this team, that team, and for NPCs. Because we can have as many quests as we have that are scripted that we intend to everybody to have fun for the duration of the game. Everyone will have same amount of missions like everyone else. No one is limited in that sense. No one will get more. No one will get less. Everyone will get certain amount. But it's the things that you can come up with as a player to do, like on top of that while you're on the
side
field.
Missions.
Little side missions. We have those too, but you can also create them yourself.
Oh,
You
I do all
can,
the time.
This
Yeah.
guy's notorious
Hey, hold
for
on.
it.
We had a guy who was literally going through all the guys and trying to sell his sunflower seeds.
yeah.
Yeah, he was doing that the whole game. He
Yeah.
had a blast.
Trying to sell his sunflower seeds. So I have a question. Trying to hustle, make money, survive. You need medic water. You need to buy your own BBs. You need to do all of this, and you need to, and everybody's in character from when you first go out on the field. So my question is with this: can I rob him and
Yes.
take it all? And
Yeah.
take all his money, take all his water.
Well, you have to
There
be
are
creative
consequences.
about it. You have to be creative because NPCs generally are indestructible. You can't shoot us. You can't like threaten us. Like, come on.
Can you
But
give me an example?
yes, actually, last year, one of our missions is for a mechanic. She may or may not have left underwear at the bar from the previous night. So the mission was from her to the team who she gave it to is to steal her items back. Not threaten, not come in guns blazing. Hi, this is a robbery. No, not like that.
Yep.
You had to caress, you had to low key steal it, and Dennis there had it displayed right center, right over the counter. It was like
Yep.
it was in a plain sight of everyone in the bar. They succeeded.
Like, I know how I would do this.
Really?
Because I know
They
the trick, too.
succeeded. They diverted his attention. Someone just like,
Yep.
Okay, I gotta hear Pat's idea.
oh yeah, actually, Pat, do it.
And then I gotta hear how it actually happened.
Yeah.
Well, I would just crouch, because everybody knows when you crouch, nobody can see you. And I would just go up and grab it.
I would actually go with it though. If somebody would do it, I would go with it.
I know, I'm like, you guys know, you just know. Like, I just come in crouching.
Yeah,
Yep.
like a Splinter Cell game where like they're staring at you in the dark. Must be right. Must be rats.
Yep.
Cardboard box on top of me.
Cardboard box. That's another idea. Good one. Yeah.
But how it actually happened, I think Dennis is the one to answer that because he was there, and I just know that the mission was completed. Dennis, go man.
They distracted me by saying that my food was burning or something, and I literally legit was thinking that it was burning. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? And then I turn around, everybody's looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck happened? So I didn't even notice that at first, and then I realized that the item is like gone when the guy already left.
So
Yeah, he did a good job.
So do they just have to get it and get out of there?
Yeah.
Without
Basically,
you?
yeah.
Okay, so it's not
Yeah.
like, they got a time limit, like hold it for like 25, 30 seconds and then they got to
No.
leave or nothing. It
No,
can
they
be
actually
right
have
away.
to steal it, bring it back. Yeah.
I don't like your
At that-
service, man. I'm out of here. You're burning my food.
Yeah.
Well, the bar was like the center point where you're still gonna come back. I still remember you, right?
Yes, yeah. I guess you do want to be super smooth about
But
it.
there were like other ways they could have done it. They could have bought it. They could have bought it.
Yeah, they
You
could have talked
bought
to
it.
me. They could have asked like if you wanna trade it for something, or if you want to like us to do something for you. There's different ways of getting it. Yeah.
So just think, use your
Have an extra
imagination.
bra. Do you want to trade?
Well, the size of that bra was like freaking
Yeah, we went out,
huge.
bought, like triple.
Nice pink color,
Okay. Oh man. So, how do I go about finding tickets for this event?
Alexi.
Tickets, you can go to the to our website, which is it's hosted under kgb.network/pandemic, and just hit the registration tab. You will see a link for the registration form. Just fill out the quick form. All I need to know is basically who you are. Do you have friends with you, or you're solo? A couple of questions. Put in your team name if you have it, and then the it's basically EMT based, so the EMT will be at the bottom.
Nice.
All right.
And how much longer do they have to register for this game?
I'll run it until the very end if I have spots, and as soon as it gets to about maybe a quarter left, I'll just put a counter, like a physical counter, so everybody can see how many slots.
Yeah, because the issue is since we're giving the little machines to everybody that act as a radiation tracker, and it tracks your
Yes.
mission, because mission once the NPC gives it, the NPC programs it. So the little machine knows which quests you're doing. So you can't really cheat the system by saying, "Oh, I completed the mission. Yeah, show me your thing," and I'll know whether or not you did it or not.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. So everyone gets it. That being said, that's why it's a bit limited. That's why you're saying it's a canter. So we have 150 of these, and that's what we're like capping at this year.
Okay.
That's
So,
fair.
ladies and gentlemen that are watching this, make sure you share this. If this is something that interests you, make sure you follow what the gentleman said. Go to the website, get registered, your squad, get into this event. It sounds like it's going to be one hell of a day.
It is
100%. If I could have made it that weekend, this is definitely something I want to check out. Pat mentioned that next year, if we end up going, we kind of like to do media or something like that to like show people on how this unfolds and how it goes down, like hearing the negotiations and talking with everybody.
Oh yeah, man.
It's
Nice.
it's pretty cool, man. I really dig what you guys have going here.
I mean, here's an example. In 24, we had 2 girls who were playing the
saw that.
role playing as
media.
media. Yeah, that
That's
was
media,
awesome.
Yeah, there was so many funny interactions with them.
Yeah.
They're completely oblivious to airsoft as a form of sport. So there's guys who are having a literally firefight. They would come up to them. They're like, "Do you have a comment?" They're like, "Get away!" I'm just...
So, could the media be kind of like double agents and work
Could
that
be.
way?
Talk to
I
us
don't
next
know.
year.
We have ideas about like maybe introducing a little bit more kind of NPCs roles to the
Okay.
players, so they can do. But again, it's an idea which might or might not work next year
No, I like
because we have
I like that
yeah,
there's-
we have a few people.
Yeah, I like that there's
asking
lots
for
of flavors. There's lots of things to choose from.
Mm.
It's very neat. Like if you want a force on force game, there's lots of those in Ontario. You want more of this style. There's not lots of this, but there's a couple. You can get your games in. It's cool to see that you can have different things to choose from. The variety is nice. So like what you guys are doing is amazing because it gives
That's
like an
very cool.
opportunity to those people to get out there and like interact and have a good time and maybe not worry about that super competitive atmosphere. Because
I
like
mean,
this
you
is a
could be
game I would
competitive.
bring my you could be competitive, but you can have a good time and make a good day of it. Like my brother-in-law doesn't play airsoft. I would bring him to this game, and I honestly think he would have more fun just with the interactions, and
Probably,
stuff
Yeah.
than ever playing the. He wouldn't even care if he had an airsoft gun. I think he would have more fun just with the interactions and the story of what's going on than he would ever playing airsoft. This would be a good way to get him kind of into it. Be like,
Yeah.
you like this? And he'd be like, oh, I like this. Like, let's find more game. I want more games like this.
Yeah.
I would bring him to this game. If I was to introduce him, I would bring him to this game. I think he would have a good time. Like, he could make his own day out of it. just
Yeah.
like hanging out, talking to people, pretending to be whatever character he wants to come up with in his mind, because he's pretty good at that.
Or send us an email. We can come up with a character for him. In that sense, like we can if he wants to just a LARP, we can come up with a character for him. We can introduce him into the bigger scale of things. Yeah, that's one of the things. Like I think we got asked once, like what's our desire? What is the thing that we're striding towards? And I'd say from Lore Keeps is that people, whoever register in advance, would talk to us and be like, guys, there's a certain role I want to play. Like there's a thing in my mind, like your cousin who's like, I want to do this. And if we can work that out and implement him into the game where he's not like an organizer, but there's a role to play for him that he has to stick to it and he can literally last the entire game, that creates more interactions. That creates more chaos. That creates more opportunities to people to experience things they otherwise can't experience.
What if you have a split personality? Like
Well,
can you play that
honestly,
character?
Sure.
Like
Why
how
not?
would it,
Sure, yeah.
has
Why
anyone
not?
played a role like that? Like,
No,
where they're
not
just
yet.
like,
Not
okay,
yet.
so somebody
yet.
go play that role. Like that would be interesting.
No, not yet, but something like, to me personally,
Everything's possible in the future.
anything's possible. But to me personally, I always wanted, and maybe at some point we'll get to it. I always wanted like Pandemic to be like, yes, we have a town, like survivors, whatever. We have these stalkers that go out there and come back, but they have town who lives and breathes on their own accord. Like they don't come out. It's like literally just the town settlers, whatever. They stay within the town, and there's like politics and like I love this guy, I don't like that guy. There's backstabbing, whatever. While there's milsimmers who just want to get out there in the field and shoot each other.
Oh, it's neat. It's a living, breathing story. It's a living, breathing game.
Yeah.
It makes it interesting. It invests people in it. It's a good way just to get people in. No, I like it. It's a good idea. It's refreshing.
Mhm.
Like us coming from like other games in another sport where there was no selection, there was no choice. Now coming to airsoft and seeing lots of choice in games, it's very refreshing to see. I like that you can pick and choose and get your brand that you like. I think you guys are on the right track, and I think it'll just keep picking up steam. It's like a nice event to go to. Like it's just something different. Like how many events do you go to that you have
Definitely
this kind of-
different.
yeah. So you're putting lots of effort into it with props and everything like that. Like that's good to see. You see where your entry fee is going. Like these things are amazing. Like little devices
Everybody gets
to go.
one.
Everyone gets
to
one.
go do your
Well,
missions.
this is the old one, but yes, everybody will get something like this.
So I was gonna ask you earlier. You had two of them that you displayed there. Let's see that
Yes.
second one. And how's
Well,
it work? Like, what's different from the first one?
1 second. Hold on a
There's
second.
always a difference between Gen 1 and
There's
Gen 2.
always there is.
Of course. Well, I mean, this is just a prototype. It's not the
Wow.
end version of it, but this is, like,
Yeah, much better.
Okay.
yeah, just changing up a little bit. Whereas there are a couple different functions between the two. The older version, which is this one, was kind of like just put together, like components and stuff. Whereas the newer version will have an actual dedicated board and a bunch of new features if needed. And hopefully we can use these for next year, which that's the plan, to make even more features and maybe handheld devices on the hand.
Like going like PDA
Like
for
the
soccer.
the
Pit
PDA
Boy.
or the Pit
Or
Boy
Pit
from
Boy. Yeah.
from Fallout.
Nice, man. I constant evolving is also good. Like you've been doing the 5 years you've ran it, you've gone from 20 people to over 100, and the technology is ever improving. That's good. Seeing constant growth is very good.
Yeah, but that's also a point. Like every year after a game, like we get, like Dennis said, we give ourselves like, I don't know, half a year, like basically until New Year's, and then our promise to ourselves is that for next year, for the next game, we're improving or adding another features that we otherwise didn't have before. So it's not like a copy paste every year. We bring new mechanics,
cool.
new mechanics, new missions to the game for the next year, and working around it. Well, basically, I have like a little vote, like, okay, we want to do this, and yeah. Okay, now how do we do it?
So you were saying earlier how when people come back from next year, they all kind of stay like together and everything like that, and come back and play again, right?
Mhm.
So would this kind of fall into what you were saying here?
That it's gone, like the game is evolving.
Like the story, yeah, no, but with the story mode, does it keep following with every year? Like, does it keep changing and flowing like from the story?
I would say this,
or is
while
it
we
constantly
were
changing?
while we were at Clarington, we kind of ran the continuous story for 3 years, up to 22 to 25, where something like the events of the game 22 led to the events of 23, that led to the events of 23 to 25, like 3 years.
Basically,
23 to 20 to 25. But now when we come into Compound, we're kind of scratching that, and we're starting a little bit new, starting a new story in a new area.
correct. Plus, you
So
never know.
spin-off
Maybe
of it,
pandemic will end this year. We don't know.
Don't know.
No,
It might be called. It might be called something else next year.
There
that's also like
No, don't
changing
do
a
that.
brand is never a good thing.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. It's hard.
That's-
Like Pat and I are going through a bunch of struggles right now, and there's a couple paintball events out there that I've seen. Like every so many years, they're always changing it. But when you see the same thing over and over. You're looking for that name when you're going to register. Like you're like, all right, it's September. You know, they usually run the pandemic event this year. You're looking for that pandemic poster. You're looking for that artwork. You're looking for that title. So go back to that. That's how many times do we watch YouTube videos or we're scrolling through Instagram or something like that, and that you look at it and you're like, oh, so and so probably, and you're like, yep, that is posted by them, or this is their video. You know, it's just that memory. And I think now I say keep it to pandemic, but who knows? There might be a spinoff in your story that the title does have to change because it could be something else, and then maybe a pandemic. There's no pandemic, say for like another 3 or 4 years into your story. We have no idea why there's going to be possibly be no pandemic next year. Could I be onto something?
Really?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. But guys, we're just over an hour here.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we missed or anything that you guys want to touch in on that should be known and anything like that?
I think we covered most of it. I don't know,
Yeah.
guys. What do
Shout
you
outs
think?
you guys want to give to any sponsors or anything?
Yeah.
Alexei, go for it, man.
So far, I know that I have Tron Airsoft having my back. I know that I have Airsoft Depot having my back, and I'm just waiting to hear for more. So shout out to both of these stores. You'll see their logos. I will post them as soon as I get the full-on confirmation and all the goodies. I'll make a video showcasing their stuff. And yeah, again, thank you so much for sponsoring us.
That's awesome.
Nice. It's always good to have a little bit of swag to throw away
Yeah.
at people.
Yep.
Your points in game will contribute. Maybe. Maybe not.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, did I
More
say anything
missions.
about a treasure hunt? Maybe.
Maybe not.
There you go.
Maybe
Lots
not.
of activities. Lots of activities.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's, like we said, don't give up. There's things to do. Don't think just
Hell yeah.
because you failed at the mission that's the end of the game. No, there's a million things to do.
Now you're just going down a different fork in the road when that didn't work, right?
Yeah.
You have something
Yeah.
whole new opening up for you. You never know.
When
Keep
the door
circling the
closes-
block. You're about to catch something.
Yeah, door closes, open a window.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's
All
good.
right.
I like it. I like it.
Awesome, guys.
All right, Pat, you want to take a step, brother?
Just want to thank everyone for watching, tuning in. Check out the clips. Check us out on YouTube because we all know Facebook is, it's Facebook. They could ban you at any second or shut you down. So check us out on YouTube if you don't want to miss anything. We'll see you the next event. Tim is at Big Igloo, and that's next week.
Yep.
And then I think the next one I'm out at, or I can do, is Gotta versus the World in September. And I'm going to try to get out to another one or two, maybe. Just have to see what work says.
Work says do it. Pat, you're off early on a Friday.
Yeah,
If you get off early on a Friday, that's just a sign that you're going.
Yeah, it's a sign that we're doing something. But anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. Tim, do you want to take us out?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in.
Okay.
Gentlemen, thanks for
guys.
joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Breaking down
Tim,
this
thanks
event,
for inviting.
breaking
Thanks
this
for
down
having
for
us.
Thank you, everyone.
By the sounds of it right now, I'm going to go with wrong one. I'm going to go with a solid 3 monster cans on this event. If I can check it out and I want to hear someone about a feedback, I want to give it more monster cans because I feel that it deserves it. But just going by what you guys did, you guys have sold me. I would definitely attend this event. This is something I would go check out. So I encourage anyone that's kind of been on the fence about a full-out role-playing game or what to do, I say go check this game out, especially if you're in the area of the compound or you don't feel like driving an hour or two like I have to do. I say go check it out. But with all that being said, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you through the haze. It is not. There we go. You got it, Pat?